Hey, Simple Truth, we're glad to be coming back to you again with our weekly encouragement and update. Uh, it's been an interesting time, and I just want to thank you for all the comments and the encouragements you've been handing back to everybody. It's a difficult time, and we're trying to all pull together. It's been great to hear how all of you are banding together in your small groups and finding ways through Zoom and other formats to still get together and enjoy one another's company. It's great to hear. So with that being said, we have been spending a lot of time talking about what to do when anxiety and fear comes up. And again, we use that term to always stop and pray. And we need to be stopping and praying when that comes in. But as this continues to move on, one of the things that is going to set in for some is loneliness. And so it's important that we find ways to reach out to one another. I think it's important that we take the time to use the technology that we have. See, if you have an iPhone, you can do FaceTime. And that's like calling somebody, but yet it's face to face. I mentioned the app Zoom, where you can get groups, huge groups. I heard of another church that's smaller than ours that had 140 people on Zoom for their Sunday service. I thought that was brilliant. There are some things out there to use. I just want to kind of encourage you to reach out to those. And if you are finding yourself lonely, reach out too. Don't just expect people to reach out. If you're feeling lonely, reach out on your part as well. I think in times like this, it's just very different. And to see that we're going to be at least in this kind of self-quarantine thing for the month of April, it's going to be strange to say the least and difficult. So we want to make sure that we reach out to our church family and we try to curb the loneliness that comes through the isolation that we're all experiencing. Well, with that, I want to encourage you to do that, but I also want to encourage you what's coming up. We are gearing up for Easter, and it's going to be a great time. So the week of Easter, which is after this Sunday, I want you to be ready. We're going to go ahead and provide a Good Friday service for you. That'll be up and ready by Thursday evening, and that way all day Friday you guys can do your Good Friday service with your family. Now, I want to encourage you that we always do communion with that, so have the elements ready. Now, it's important to note that Jesus used what was common in those days. So don't feel that you have to go to the store, you have to get matzahs, you have to get grape juice. Man, you can use Coca-Cola and a piece of French bread if that's what you have in your house. I don't want you to feel like you have to go out to prepare. Use the common things, just like what Jesus used in the Last Supper, the common elements at your meals. But it is a time to remember him. And so we will be providing the Good Friday service. And then, of course, we'll do our Easter Sunday service. And we'll have our kids' service as well for Sunday. I hope you've been enjoying Pastor Isaac's lessons. I've enjoyed them. It's been really great. And I'm so thankful that he's willing to do that so our kids don't miss out with their church as well. So, last thing. We are working on an online format to do online giving. So we're in the final process. We're hoping to have that up and running for you to make it a little bit easier in the next week or so. We've kind of narrowed the list down and we're working on it. And so hopefully, I'll have something to announce in the next week or so of how you can give. We're trying to find the simplest form, the thing that's easiest for you, so that it just isn't complicated. We want to make it simple and easy, so that we just don't provide issues with people, to be honest. It's just, again, another thing we've got to learn. But hey, we always have to learn. Today, I'm coming to you from my office at my upper school. We were working on learning stuff today. I've had my staff up here, and you'd think because school's closed that I'm not working, but the reality is I've been in twice this week in the office, and my staff has been here as we're preparing distance learning for our students and realizing that we're going to be doing this for a lot longer than we hoped. So we are lifelong learners if we are Christians. We have to be constantly in the Word. So with that, let me leave you one last thought. Use this time to turn off the news. All the news is going to do is give you more anxiety and more fear. Yeah, I'm not saying quit watching it. You need to stay in tune, but when you get the details of what you need, turn it off and dive into God's Word. Spend time dwelling on His thoughts. Spend time in prayer and seeking Him, because in this time it can be overwhelming, and we need to be seeking Him first, because that's the only answer that will bring peace. So guys, we love you. We're praying for you, and we're looking forward to spending Sunday with you again on this channel. Take care. Lord bless. Bye.